What kind of a struggling artist are you?
She's a girl of so many instincts.
I need to read more of my books and watch less of Netflix. Have you guys been watching Stranger Things too? Oh my god. I have thoughts, I have feelings. I will be doing a video about that. Do you like my rings? I put them on only on videoing days. Don't look at my fingernails, I bit them off. Hello muggles, my name is Ashley Stormo and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing the Finally Fall book tag, even though it's already snowed where I live and it doesn't really feel like fall anymore, so I was like, why not do this before it feels weird, more weird than it already is. Name a book with a vivid setting. For this one I'm gonna have to go with the second Hunger Games book, Catching Fire. I don't know how long ago I read those ones, but it has to have been at least 6 years? Oh my god. Whenever I talked about writing vivid settings when I was at college in creative writing classes, I always thought of the clock that Suzanne Collins, you know, depicted so well. And that the whole series is very graphic in my mind, but especially the second one. Name a book that's beautifully written but deals about a heavy topic like death or loss. My initial instinct was to go with this one, by the way, I saw this in theaters, biggest mistake of my life. Maybe, no, I mean, I loved the movie. I love this book. Girls were crying so hard that I couldn't hear all of the lines, and I was just, me and my mom were just like. Anyways, that was my gut instinct, but also Bridge to Terabithia was the first book that I read where a kid died, and I just remember being like, I didn't cry. I've never cried reading a book actually, except for when Dumbledore died. I was one single tear. Yeah, no, when I read Bridge to Terabithia, I was like, oh my god, they killed a kid, just like me. Literally, I read it when I was the age of the characters, so that one sticks out to me a lot too. Share a non-fiction book that taught you something new. I'm going to have to go with this book. What is it even called? Sid Field's Screenplay, The Foundations of Screenwriting, a step-by-step guide from concept to finished script. I didn't put sticky notes in here just to like make the video seem more legit. One of those I think that this talks about is if you write a script, mail it to yourself, never open it. Because there's like the government stamps it or something, not the government, but like the post office stamps it, you can bring that into court if someone tries to steal your stuff. Pro tip. It taught me a whole bunch. I love it. Name a fictional family you would love to be a part of. I'm gonna have to go with the Weasleys on this one. I mean, I want one of those sweaters for Christmas. Show us a pile of colorful spines. Okay, so I'm actually working on building up my shelf. It's going to be a pretty sad spine collection. Okay, you know, I think I actually did better than I thought. Oh my gosh. So pretty. I have to be honest, one of those books in that stack isn't even mine, I'm borrowing it. Number 6. I don't want to do that one. Share a dark, creepy read. Suspense ones really freak me out because I'm like, oh my god. If you read it in the nighttime, I just sit in my bed and I'm like, oh my god, there's a murderer outside my window. SOS. RIP. So I'm gonna go with The Girl in the Train. I read that last year. My old roommate Grace loaned it to me. Very creepy, very dark. Worth your time. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm someone's day up. I feel like all the heartwarming books I read when I was a little girl. Anything Little House on the Prairie, Laura Ingalls Wilder, For the Win, I ate that shit up. Name an old fave you'd like to return to soon. I have to go with Harry Potter, but I feel like that's too easy. I'd be down to reread Eragon. I think maybe a little bit of the first one was over my head because I was pretty young. Be interesting to relook at that with an adult perspective instead of a like 10-year-old's perspective. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. I should have watched more of these to know what that means. Do I have accessories? I have 2 bookmarks. I have this bookmark, if you can see, that my friend Brooklyn got me in Japan. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. It's this cute lady, and it's saved some of my books. I'm notorious for bending dog earring book pages because I'm terrible. I'm basically Voldemort. I also have this one that I got when I was, oh, that's upside down. My mom got this for me when the 6th book came out. We went to this like opening party thing for Harry Potter, and I think that's where we got this. Either that or she got it for me for Christmas, but it's like the only bookmark from childhood that I still have. All of the food that I get on my pages, does that count as an accessory? Don't loan me your book. I am going to tag some lovely people downstairs, so if you'd like to join me, if you haven't already done this tag, please do. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I release book and writing videos on Wednesdays and whatever I feel like on Sundays, and then sometimes I also upload videos talking about movies that I've seen, but I've been very bad about that.